All right, everybody. This is Kevin Iole from Yahoo Sports, and I'm sure you know that guy, one of the most popular faces in boxing, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. How are you, Deontay?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Kevin?
I am awesome. Looking forward to March 3rd. Is the fight done yet? I know that there's talk that you're going to fight Luis Ortiz on March 3rd. Has it been finalized?
It hasn't been finalized yet, but everything is getting close. Me and Ortiz is definitely fighting. That's for sure. So we got a last little finalization to finish, and everything should be set. We should be hearing for an announcement pretty soon.
Okay, that sounds good. I want to talk about Ortiz and why you're fighting him in a couple minutes here, but I want to ask you something first. I got a quote that I want to read you, and I'd like you to see if you can tell me who the speaker is and who the speaker is talking about. And whenever you know, you interrupt me and I'll stop. And the quote is this: He's funny, he's goofy, he's a mess, and he's a beast in the ring. Any idea?
Of course. That's that. That's Chantel. That's my girl.
Telly Swift, if people may know, a reality star, is your girlfriend, maybe soon your wife.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We got a great chemistry together. We've been together for 3 years, and she's a big supporter. You know what I mean? She's a big supporter of mine. She always used to be into other sports, football, basketball, different things like that. That's what she was around, and until she met me, now everything is boxing.
Nah.
Everything, she know different things about it, about boxing. She even know like different stance and stuff like that. So it definitely have became a transaction for her and what she used to into getting into the boxing life.
If I'm not mistaken, she's pregnant with your son. So is that son going to be the gold bomber, not the bronze bomber?
Now she pregnant with my daughter.
Oh, a daughter. I'm sorry, I thought you had a son coming.
Yeah, she's pregnant with my daughter.
Well, congratulations.
So
When's that coming?
thank you. Looking like sometime maybe in the early February. Sometime looking like how it is, how she is now, and how active the baby is. Look like she'll be having it earlier than that. So we'll see.
How does that affect you from a boxing standpoint? I know that's more important than boxing, but you would be in training camp to fight with Ortiz, right? And you have a child coming that obviously is going to require you to be a part of that process. Is that difficult on you, and is that impacting you in any way?
No, not at all. I have many children that I've had to go through camp. I've had to travel to different countries, to get in camp, even when I was, just a prospect coming up. So being able to have to do it all over again is just really just a little deja vu that what I would say. It definitely doesn't affect me. If anything, it motivates me. It makes me stronger. It makes me mentally strong, and it makes me want to be able to achieve everything even more because I don't do this for myself. I live for my kids.
Right.
I love my kids to death, and I'm setting them up. I'm setting their life up, and with that being said, the more the merrier. And now I'm pushing forward. We're five now, and it's time to get it. 2018. I'm not playing around with nobody. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, and people are gonna see that I talk the talk because I know this is not what I've heard. This is not what I hope. It's what I know. I know I'm gonna do what I say I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk the walk as well too.
The heavyweight division has not been the greatest division until recently. Now Anthony Joshua's come up, you've come up, Joseph Parker. There's some good fighters, and it's starting to show signs of life. You're 39-0 with 38 knockouts, and yet now you're sitting here on the verge of your first big year. And I wonder if you feel like this Ortiz fight is the right fight for you. He was supposed to fight you last year, and he failed a drug test, and I know that upset you greatly. Why did you decide to give him the opportunity again? He essentially got away with no punishment for failing a drug test.
You're exactly right. He definitely got away with murder. That's for sure. But I chose to continue to have Ortiz because I seen the buzz the first time, people were very excited. People, knew who Ortiz is, although his following is not big, but they understand and they know who he is, and everybody keep up with me. So everybody was looking at Ortiz as the boogeyman of the division because that was spreading around. That was the word. That was the title that they gave Ortiz, the boogeyman of the division. And I felt like he was one of the best in the division that we have to date. And I think a lot of people would agree with me on that.
I agree, yeah.
So, in order for people to take me serious, in order for me to really be about what I say, I had to say, hey, I want them all. I've been wanting them. I've been wanting the best. I've been calling out the best since my career, but I've had bad luck coming up. But now that it's just something else about me now, it just comes to that point of time where you done learned the ropes, you done learned so many things, you've been through so many trials and tribulations in your career, ups and downs, to the point it's like you had to put yourself in a position where you can take control. I'll put it like that. And with that being said, I don't want nothing but the best. I want to clean out the whole division of the heavyweight division. I don't want no man to go in this division. I say I ain't fought. That's in the best, and that's my mission: to swipe, to clean the slate of the heavyweight division. So with that being said, wanting Ortiz, a lot of people didn't think I wanted it the first time. They thought I was using his name. They thought that I was just talking because of what happened to me all the other times. And I love proving people wrong. That's one thing. If you doubt me, if you listen to naysayers, you don't do your research or your facts about Deontay, I'm going to prove you wrong. And I love that. So that's why I got Ortiz again. I believe in second chances. I believe in blessing him again because he is one of the best. And I want to put him up to test. I think I'm the best. So the best should fight the best and may the best man win. And I think it's a good look for the upcoming event that lies at hand with me and Joshua. Look at it. I'm fighting the boogeyman of the division and he's fighting another champion. If he come out successfully, because I know I will, it's going to be a hell of a fight. Just the promotion part of it, just the build-up part of it. Just imagine. So stop. Just imagine. So, that's one of the reasons I took him. I still allow Ortiz to come along and want to fight him.
Well, I love the fight. I want to ask you one question about that, and then we'll get into Anthony Joshua. And the question I want to ask you is, I thought he looked really good against Brian Jennings, but, he's kind of struggled a little bit against Malik Scott. He went the distance. He knocked him down a few times. You fought Malik Scott a couple of years ago. You put him out in the first round. Is it fair to draw any conclusions from the combined fights, your fight against Scott and his fight against Scott, as to what may happen on March 3rd or whenever the fight occurs?
Well, a lot of people like to compare fights with guys into comparison of another opponent, and I only take that so far, because we all know, we always hear that styles make fights, and that's so true. Just because a man did this or he was able to do that with this opponent doesn't mean that he'll be able to do it with me or the next guy. So I don't really study film. I don't really look at it for real. The only thing I look at a man, I look at his style. I may watch a fight here and there just to see the style in certain situations. How will he position his head if certain activities happen? What do he do when he go backwards? What do he do when he go forwards? What do he do when he go sideways? Or when certain things like that I look for. I study the guys. I study everything about them. It don't take me long. And with that being said, you can't really assess a guy from looking at him fighting another guy. A lot of people think that. They always want to compare. Well, he knocked him out earlier than this guy did.
Right.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing at all. Not in the fight game, So, I think that Malik's style, especially up on that night, Malik's style was just a difficult style for Ortiz. Ortiz want a guy to.
Malik's a slick boxer, pretty good slick boxer, isn't he?
He definitely is. And when I first met Malik, I thought Malik was one of the most technical, polished fighters I've ever seen in my life. The way he can move, the things that he did, You know, when I first met him, I was like, wow, this guy is real good. You know, and he's still good to this day. It's just sometimes that I think he thinks too much, and mentally it gets to him a little bit. But he's going to be a hell of a trainer. And Malik was too slick. He was mobile. You know, Ortiz don't like nobody to be mobile. He wants somebody to fight right in front of him. He wants you to stay right there. That's why he say he King Kong. If you can get over there now. He's King Kong. You know, he wants you right there. He don't like a mover. He don't like nobody that got angles, that's mobile. You know, that's athletic. He's never seen nobody like that ever in his career, and I think that's gonna be the most scariest part about them trying to set up camp. Who is they gonna get in? Who is they gonna bring into camp to be able to to look like me? You know,
not too many big guys that can move.
Not at all. Not with not only just the movement. He's gonna have to worry about so many different things. Not only just the movement, but the speed. But you know, he can get the height. He can get the range, but he can't get the athleticism. He damn sure can't get the power.
Let me go on to this. So, if assuming you beat Ortiz, let's assume for the second that happens. For the Anthony Joshua fight to happen, of course, he's got to beat Joe Parker. So before I ask you about you versus Joshua, give me a 30-second breakdown on Parker versus Joshua.
Parker versus Joshua. I definitely think that's a 12-round fight. You know, I like Parker. I like Joshua as well too. The thing about Parker, he moves as well too. He moves. We've seen that he can take some great punches. You know, and we know for a fact that Joshua's last opponent take him, that Joseph Parker beat him, you know, and got him out of there. So we know he can take a punch and different things, but we haven't seen Joseph fight against a guy that's strong, you know, that throws a nice punch as well. So we haven't seen Parker just take a nice punch on the chin. So we really don't know about that, but I think it's going to be a hell of a fight while it lasts. I think it's going to be a long drawn out fight. It's going to, you know, both going to have to feel each other with different movement. Parker's going to stay out of the way, try to stay out of the way of Joshua. I know Joshua is going to come and try to make a statement. He's going to try to redeem himself from the last fight and try to get him out of there. You know, so it's a wonderful fight. Everything that's going on is amazing, especially, you know, the leading up into 2018. Now we're here, and everybody wants to see unification bouts. So I can't wait.
There probably hasn't been a heavyweight title fight like Wilder versus Joshua would be since 2003, I would assume, when Vitaly Klitschko fought Lennox Lewis, with two big guys that have the kind of records you guys have, that hit as hard as you guys hit. What did you make of Anthony's victory over Klitschko? I thought that he showed a lot of heart getting up off the floor and fighting back the way he did. And I think he's a pretty athletic guy who seems like, even though he doesn't have a lot of boxing experience, he's improving. How do you break him down, and where do you think you have the edge on him?
I thought that was a great fight as well. I was actually there. I was commentating with Sky Sports, so I was up there close, live in person, and I thought it was a hell of a fight. You know, I enjoyed the first round to the end. You know, he definitely showed a lot of heart. He showed fatigue. He showed a lot of weakness, but he also showed a lot of strength as well too. And that's what made it a great fight. You know, what else? What was the next question?
Well, Jeff, what do you think you're better than he is? What do you think you do better that'll make you win the fight?
What I do better than Joshua?
Yes.
What I do better than Joshua, my movement is better. My speed is definitely faster. I hit harder than him as well too. You know, my IQ in the ring is definitely smarter than his as well too. A lot of people don't understand how smart I am in the ring, how I can analyze a fighter and break him down, you know, to where I want to be. That's why you never see me tired in the ring. I always have fun, you know. Even if I may slack off a little bit, I'm never tired. I'm always plotting. I'm always planning to do a lot of things in the ring. That's what I think the difference between me and him. Now, he definitely throws he definitely throws combinations better. Being a technical fighter, you can tell he tries to be perfect when he throws. You can see it in training and stuff, which practice make perfect. I don't knock him for that. So he definitely technique wise is better. But for me, I come to win. I come to win. People say so many things about the style and stuff like that, but that's the beauty of it. Different styles make
Right.
fights.
It's gonna be a heck of
I
a
have a
fight.
different style. Yeah, just imagine if I was a technical fighter, a one-on-one fundamental boxer, straight right hand hook, all perfect. I mean, that's just the next fighter to come along. Why would we want to see the same styles all the time? That what makes boxing so beautiful. That what makes fighting so special, because you got different guys from different parts of the world with different styles. That what makes fight. I don't understand, how people say certain things about styles and stuff, and that's what comes with the sport. You gotta love it. If this man can't beat this style, then that's what it is. People gotta understand and appreciate the art, the art of boxing. And once they realize that and they see, they're gonna see the special that come out of this sport. And I think that fight is definitely gonna be a lot of question answered.
Well,
When me and Joshua fight.
Well, we know that you want to fight him, and you've made that clear. And I've never doubted that you wanted to fight him, and he's made it clear he wants to fight you. But the business deals sometimes get in the way of it. Do you think business side's going to be a problem? And B, if they insist on you fighting in London, would you go to London to fight him? If that's what it took.
I don't think business side is going to be that difficult. I really don't. Especially after I beat Luis Ortiz, knock him out, after Joshua do what he's gonna do. I don't think it's gonna be that hard. People's gonna want it. They don't want to hear nothing else about all this other stuff that's going on. They don't want to hear about splits. They don't want to hear about where it's gonna be and stuff. They want the date. They want to see where it's gonna be, so they want to be there. And so many people are excited about it, and I can't wait. And if it has to go to England, then so be, man. Look, I'm not worried about traveling. I've traveled many times in my career, especially as a professional. I'm not worried about traveling. But is he worried about traveling? He's never traveled, and he ain't planning on traveling. Like I tell people, my belt says on it, it titles the heavyweight champion of the world, and it have so many different country flags on it. So with that being said, I like to travel. I'm a traveling warrior. I'm a traveling king. I'm a traveling fighter. I don't have to sit in my kingdom all the time. I can come outside my kingdom and go visit somebody else and take over their kingdom. That's why I said I declare war. All this goes into that. I'm ready whenever. I'm ready when they want a place where they can feel comfortable. They want a place where they feel like they have the advantage and have a little bit more power. Then, if so, then that's fine. Because if it so happens to be there when I come there and I whoop them, it's going to make it all the more better.
Two more questions. You're 39-0. You beat Ortiz. You're 40. There is a guy, a fighter who recently retired with 50-0. You're within sight of that all of a sudden. Has it dawned on you that, hey, you have the possibility of running the table as well, like Floyd Mayweather did, and maybe not only equaling the Marciano record, equaling the Mayweather record, but surpassing it and ending your career 51-0 or better? Is that a motivation? Have you thought about that?
Not necessarily. I mean, it came across. It came across my ears from the people that's around me. That also had me think about it just a little bit. Also had me think about it just a little bit. But I definitely those achievements, and if I make it a goal, it's definitely going to happen. I can easily beat all those guys' records easily, because I'm just now stepping in my prime of my career.
Right.
Which I just walked into the door.
At 32 years old.
At 32 years old, just walked into the door. I done mastered up my craft. I know everything about myself in the ring, the positioning, what I'm doing wrong, even in the midst of me doing it. Like, it's so much that people don't understand how I am and what I see inside of the ring. And that's gonna and being able to have power, you know, it makes all the difference. It makes all the difference. You know what I mean? Yeah, because no matter what, and a lot of people get me wrong. They think I rely on my power, but I don't have to rely on something that's naturally for me. That
Right.
constant, it's natural. I don't have to. It's natural. And those goals, those goals definitely will be broken. It's not nothing that I'm seeking. It'll be something that's going to be nice on my resume when I do get ready to retire. Hell, I might even feel lucky in passing George Foreman record of being the oldest champion. You never
that's
know.
that's a ways off. I don't know about that one, dude. Hey, let's end on this. Let's pretend it's January 1st, 2019. What was 2018 like for Deontay Wilder?
2018 for Deontay Wilder, all I see is greatness. It's the transfer year, 33. I'm turning 33, and it's my year, man. I can't wait. 2018, you're looking at one champion, one face,
I hope
one
that.
name, and that's Deontay Wilder.
I love it. I hope it happens. Deontay, I really appreciate all your time. I wish you the best of luck. Look forward to seeing not only Luis Ortiz, but you against Anthony Joshua. It's going to be a big year for you, I believe.
Oh, man, it's going to be a big year for not only me, but all the fans of boxing. And I want to say I appreciate all the fans, all the new fans that's coming along. And, the heavyweight division is so exciting right now. It's amazing. And I'm just happy to be a part of it. And I can't wait. 2018, baby, here we come. My Bum Squad people, I love you guys. My day ones, I love you guys. 2018, we claiming it. It's ours for the taking. We shall conquer, baby. Until next time, I'll see y'all soon, baby. Bum Squad!
Thanks, champ.